Things seem okay, don't they? Pretty much bang on. Well, I can tell you, things haven't always been this good, that's for sure. Let me introduce myself. My name's Jack, and I've recently been rehoused after a period of readjustment, what you might want to call homelessness. It all happened 11 months ago, you see. Me and Steve, my stepdad, we never got on really, and things between us just got worse as I got older. Until one day, after a huge fight, I was shown the door. As far as my mother and stepfather were concerned, that was it. They'd had enough of me. My situation didn't seem too bad at first. I used to stay at friends' houses, usually after a few drinks, party if you like, and then crash out on the sofa, floor, whatever. But after a while I was beginning to feel like I was getting in the way, and in a way I was. This went on for a while, but in the end I couldn't sofa surf on people's houses forever. I started sleeping rough soon after. Just didn't know what else to do, really. And no one else to turn to. Used up all my favours, if you like. I slept for a couple of hours wherever I could. Garden sheds, abandoned cars, car parks. I'd even snatched a couple of hours once at the laundrette, waiting for my clothes to dry. Every now and then, usually the weekend, I'd manage to crash at someone's house, but not often. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did have a part-time job. But because of my appearance and the way my clothes always smelled, I was eventually sacked. I was in a pretty dark place by then. I don't really think I could have got any lower. I went to speak with one of the advisors at the CAB, and she suggested I should get myself along to the town hall where I could book an appointment with one of the homeless advisors. I went over there and they told me that I had an appointment the following day. I arrived at the old town hall for my interview with Bill and Sarah. They're support workers. Who explained what the Housing Link does and showed me around. The Housing Link provides supported accommodation for homeless people between the ages of 16 and 60 for a period of up to 2 years. Bill and Sarah explained that they could help me with practical things like helping me access services in the area and give me somewhere to live while I got myself sorted. They had a flat available and I moved in the next day. I think I'd lost my way a little. Looking back from where I'm standing now, I definitely lost a lot of my confidence. I'd lost a belief in myself. A period of sleeping rough can do that to you pretty quick. But at least I had my own tenancy and the space to dust myself down and stage my comeback. After a couple of months I got the opportunity to do some volunteer work with Rebuild. They had a charity that salvaged furniture and household goods and sell them on at their shop. It was great working there and all the lads were a great laugh. And to be fair, it was really good just to be out there again, be part of a team. After 10 months, I was having a chat with Bill and Sarah about my plans for the future. We looked at my progress so far and what I had achieved whilst living at the town hall. I felt I was ready now and more than capable of holding my own in a tenancy and asked if I could start looking for a flat of my own. Bill and Sarah agreed, and before I knew it, I was viewing a council flat down the road. 6 weeks later, I was in. Rebuild let me have first dabs and some furniture, and I applied for a community care grant to get myself a cooker and a fridge. But now, here I was, looking for stuff for my flat, and looking forward to the future through a fresh set of eyes. I don't know what would have happened to me if I hadn't discovered the Housing Link, or if you like, if the Housing Link hadn't discovered me. I've got a job now in a restaurant, full time, I love it, and in September I start a day a week in catering college. Going to be the next Marco Pierre White, I reckon. So, I've got my new flat, I've got my keys, and I've got my future. And I'm ready for the next chapter. Bring it.